Dugas, would you please introduce yourself and give us your DOC number?
My name is Dallas Dugas, 326654.
This is Dallas Dugas, DOC number 36654. Date of birth, February the 28th of 1973. He's a second-class felony offender. He has a parole eligibility date of May the 24th of 2024, an adjusted good time date of December the 10th of 2034, and a full-term date of May the 23rd of 2040. He's currently serving a 36-year sentence on the charge of manslaughter, having been sentenced on November the 5th of 2007. Mr. Dugas, does that information sound correct to you? Shaking your head. No, I can't hear you.
So I got sentenced November the 5th of 2007.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I said, but I do have November the 5th of 2007, right? What did I say?
So.
Okay. So we're going to conduct an interview with you, and then we're going to allow those persons who wish to speak to say whatever they'd like to say. Present here today speaking on your behalf is your sister, Tanitha Dugas, and your other sister, Patty Dugas. After that, you'll have an opportunity to say whatever you'd like to say to the board, and we'll vote. Do you understand our process?
Yeah.
Your case has been assigned to Mr. Pete Freeman. Mr. Freeman will begin our interview process. Would you please answer any questions he might have?
Okay, Mr. Dugas, Mr. Douglas, right? Dallas. Tell me what went on. Why did you shoot Prince Terrell in the chest?
It was an altercation went on, and got out of my car with my gun. I hesitated to shoot him. He grabbed the gun. Tried to take it out of my hand. The gun went off.
Okay, that's a different story than you gave when you first got arrested. Said y'all had a conflict a couple days before, and you saw him, and he came towards your car with a knife, and you got out and shot him. So what happened?
That's what I just said. I hesitated to shoot him, and he grabbed the gun, and the gun went off.
So he didn't have a knife?
What's up?
Okay, all right. Because no knife was found, so. All right, did you do drugs and alcohol when you were younger?
Yes, I drank when I was young.
Okay, it looks like you drank a lot, huh?
Oh, not that. I wasn't drinking like that.
You wasn't drinking a lot?
What's up?
Why you got all these public drunkenness charges and all kind of charges that are a result of alcohol related?
Got simple battery charges. I don't have public drunkenness.
You got public drunkenness charges. Let's see. Disturbing the peace. Let's see. Aggravated battery. Simple drunk. Another disturbing the peace, and I would consider those disturbing the peace probably alcohol related, and then you had another public drunkenness charge. Disturbing the peace, public drunkenness. So let's get to the fact. Do you have a drinking problem or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how old were you when you started drinking?
At 16.
How much you drank a day, you would say?
Maybe I would get drunk. Maybe 2-3 pills of liquor.
Okay. Have you ever received any treatment for your drinking?
What's up?
Do you think that the drinking triggers your violence? Is that when you get violent?
Sure.
Okay. Tell me about this charge. It's way back when, but I want to know what happened. You had a attempted first-degree murder. And you ended up pleading to a simple battery. What was that about?
It was my sister and a guy got into it, and I tried to protect her. I ended up with the charge.
What kind of weapon you had?
I had a knife.
You had a knife. Okay. You've only been on probation the one time, and it was revoked for criminal activity. Law enforcement, the judge had no comment. The district attorney was opposed. Sheriff is opposed. The chief is opposed. Your family, your sister is unopposed. And your other sister, Patty, is also unopposed. Where are you going to live? Where are you going to work if you get out?
I would have to go to a temp service to try to find a job. I will be working.
Where will you live?
With my sister.
Where's that at?
Patty. Rain, Louisiana.
Rain, so you can be right back where you were. Okay. What all kind of classes you've taken?
Look, victim impact, thinking for a change, anger management. I took a lot of faith-based programs.
Yeah, so you took a lot of faith-based programs. What did you learn from thinking from a change?
Thinking for a change taught me how to think before I act. I speak. Altercation is going on.
You have a good institutional record. You only have 4 write-ups, none since 2014. What kind of community service you do? Are you involved in any clubs or anything at prison?
Oh, sir.
Okay. What is your job at the prison?
Work kitchen.
What's that?
Kitchen. Work in the kitchen.
Kitchen, okay. Have any health problems? Your risk is low. Warden, what do you have to say about Mr. Douglas?
Well, Mr. Freeman, he's been with us for about 2 years, and as you mentioned earlier, conduct has been good. He is a trustee, but he'll be graduating our victim impact course this Friday, which is good. But again, as one of the other ones before, our records indicated that he was not involved in substance abuse or alcohol, so we didn't have him, and that's probably again self-reported. So we weren't aware of that, and we didn't get him the treatment that he obviously needs. So that's obviously would be a recommendation of mine that I would think he would need our Living in Balance program, make him have the opportunity to be more successful.
I have no further questions.
Thank you. Now we'll hear from your supporters. Ms. Tanitha Dugas. Good afternoon, Ms. Dugas. Can you hear us?
I believe Patty.
There's Patty Dugas. Do we have Miss Patty Dugas on the?
Patty's supposed to be.
She's what?
She's supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is Ms.
Okay.
Dugas.
Yeah.
Is that the
Oh, she's showing her. She looking for.
You having trouble with it?
She just had to.
Ms. Dugas, can you hear us, ma'am?
Beauty. I have it now. Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you. If you would please introduce yourself and tell us what you'd like us to know about your brother.
Good afternoon. My name is Tanita Dugas. I'm one of Dallas. We are 8 siblings, 8 sisters and 1 brother. I'm the second to youngest. Through him being incarcerated, it took a lot out of the family, emotionally. During the time he lost his only son to drowning. And throughout it all, he still maintained to be himself and get through the time that he had in prison without any behavior or anything. I just pray that y'all would give him a second chance to be with his family again. It just emotional for me.
Ma'am. Is Miss Patty Dugas there with you?
She had to step out. She had an emergency came out. She had stayed, but she had to leave.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. Mr. Dugas, is there anything you'd like to say to the board before we vote?
Yes, sir. During my incarceration, by taking these classes, it taught me how to control my anger, deal with people in a better way than I used to. Hope that y'all can give me a second chance to prove myself to my community and y'all as well.
Thank you very much, sir. Panel ready to vote? Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Freeman?
Okay, Mr. Dugas. First off, you started off totally not true, especially about your alcohol problem. You have a serious alcohol problem. You're doing other things very well in prison. And I'm going to deny today, but I'm going to recommend to the warden that we get you in a long-term substance abuse facility, and then after that, you can reapply.
Thank you, Mr. Freeman. Mr. Roche?
Mr. Dugas, I'm going to grant conditionally upon a recommendation of Warden Meyer that you complete the Living in Balance Substance Abuse course. And once you complete that Living in Balance parts 1 and 2, you'll be released on your parole date, or if your parole date has passed, you'll be released when you complete that program. I did that based upon positive remarks from Warden Meyer, and you hadn't had a disciplinary write-up in 9 years. After release, you'll have a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. I want you to attend at least 3 NA meetings a week. and I want you to do some community service at the rate of 4 hours per month. Good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Roche. Mr. Dugas, I agree with both of my colleagues. I'm going to take a chance on you. My vote would likewise be to grant, conditioned upon your completing the Living in Balance program, and then when released, curfew 9 to 6, 3 AA meetings per week, and 4 hours of community service work. I think 2 out of 3 would suffice.
Does he have a GED?
Do you have your GED, sir?
Sir.
Okay. Your parole has been granted, conditioned upon your completing the Living in Balance program. And then you'll have the conditions when you get out, in addition to the other conditions as outlined by your parole officer. So good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for that.